Cool, let's buy a new truck. Sadly, it's not with the new livery and stuff yet. Maybe I should have held off until after I got everything. I need to make sure it's the new one. This is only the 57, isn't there a new one? Oh no, 49. 57 is the new one. Okay, well, let's see what it's got. Ah, this is the short version. So there's a 4x2. That would be good for maneuverability. 6x2, 6x4, long 6x4. Not so good for maneuverability though. But I imagine the gearbox is much... Oh, not gearbox, the fuel tank is much bigger. That's the biggest downside to short ones. Actually, it looks pretty much the same. Curious. If I go back actually, because it bothers me that it doesn't show the fuel capacity on here or on the descriptions. If I click here, for example, 57X, 200 gallon. Okay. Well, there's actually a 250. Oh, that's the 49X. So 120 gallon on the short one. 250 on the 49X. Only 200. 300 actually on the 49X 72. But only 200. That's a bit disappointing. I guess maybe it's meant to be more efficient anyway, so I guess it shouldn't matter. Got a 600 horsepower engine. I need to compare the torque between the others. But, you know, it's not bad. And then we've got 12 speed. What do we want here? This looks better. It's got a much higher low-end ratio. Yeah, that's just better across the board. Why would you default to that one? That's also got a much higher torque but much lower top end, so it means it can't do as high speeds overall. We tend to like a compromise. So we'll do that. Ooh, premium timber brown. Where's the timber? I don't see timber. Oh, just there? Is that all? Okay. That's a bit disappointing. Premium trim, definitely. What do we got in paint? So we've got some of the, we've got like Big Rocky, we've got Bison from Wyoming. Maybe we'll just do the Big Rocky or something. Or there's Bespoke Western Star. I mean, we should probably do that, eh? Well, Mountain Vista, that looks really nice. So let's just culture this slightly. So we've got, that's the snow. We're just going to make it a bit more vivid. And we've got the sky, we're just going to make a bit more dusky. In fact, we've just got this that we could use instead. Yeah, we want a nighttime forest. There we go. And then this is the accent, so we could actually do that a bit more like that, so it's like the sunset. Yeah. And then we've got the dark forest green. Yeah, that's nice. Happy with that. Right, let's see what accessories we can load up on this thing. Standard lights, standard sunshield. I don't like the chrome. Not sure if I care about the sunshield, to be honest, but we'll see how we go. What the hell's this? Oh, it's the baffle, the back. Oh, I mean, we may as well go with the Aero X, sure. Oh, we can have a double radiant put on. It sticks out the sides. Okay, interesting. Also Aero X, that's fine. What do we got here? Handrails? Where are they? Oh, they're on the back. Okay, we'll do both of those. Exhaust, we'll definitely take the bottom on that one. I guess that means it can get knocked. Ah, error X's, okay. That's fine. Oh, we can't have the handrails with the backboard. Okay. Well, we'd prefer to have that. I don't know what HVAC is. Let's swap that out again. So what's that? I have no idea what that is. It's like the air conditioning or something, I guess. It's got a fan on it. Oh, that'll be air conditioning for in the cabin, I guess. It's a case of whether or not you feel you need the headache rack. I guess we'll trust our driving that we don't. Some fuel max, we might need that. To have the fuel maxes on the backs. We've got Euro X already on that. I feel that's just gonna catch on things instead. I'm sure it's meant to be for good aerodynamics and stuff, but I feel that's just gonna get caught on things. Just want to leave the axles as bare as possible, I think. Interesting, these are kind of closed in anyway for the sake of, so you don't really get any benefit out of that. Ah, here we go. So here's the fuel tank option. So 240 gallons we've got. Okay, we can be happy with that. We'll just do aluminium. It's covered anyway. Got the side skirts. Fine with that. Elite. I actually prefer the standard instead of it all being quite so shiny. Standard. I'm not a fan of chrome. Paint, thank you. Endurance. Let's do that. Shadow. Don't need the warning flags. Don't need those. Don't need the oversized load. Paint is good. Standard is good. Yeah, I guess maybe chrome on the front. That'll look nicer. We only have one option for the lights anyway. Standard or chrome. I think I prefer standard there rather than chrome because it's just going to shine and just be reflective and annoying. Can have the side mirror if I really wanted to. That's all the stuff at the back. I think we're done with the outside. Inside. Steering wheel we've already got premium. Up the top here we can have a few little accoutrements here. Have a hat, for example. Coffee mug. Sunglasses, of course. Trucker cap. Air freshener. Nice. Like the bee. Oh, we can have our little Triceratops looking at us again. We've got that in the Volvo though. We have a lunchbox or something instead maybe. Or just a weekend bag. I think we like the weekend bag. Actually, maybe that should be down the. Actually, we'll put a power inverter down the bottom. Okay, we have a huge area at the back here. That's nice. That's the exhaust. Cooling box. Cabinet we can put things on. Oh wow. Oh, all the stickers. Nice. And maple syrup. Nice. Not even in Canada. Tacos. Maple syrup and tacos. An unlikely combination. Plush line. Something to put on the table. So we put our wallet at the back there. Nice leather wallet. Guitar. Or fishing bag. Or an ice hockey stick. I mean, we're up north. We'll do the ice hockey stick. I think that makes sense. That's pretty well kitted out. I'm pretty happy with that. Cool, so new truck. Let's give it a go. Purchase. I want to drive it. Where should we deliver a new truck? It used to be that you just get the chance of, do you want to drive your new truck? Can you not do that anymore? We might just have to do a little bit of kind of juggling around. It's like, because I want to drive it. I want it to be there. Oh well, I guess we can't do that. Sure, you used to get the option of, do you want to drive the truck? You know, when you're buying online you don't, but when you're actually visiting the truck dealer... Oh, that's interesting. So that gives you the option of the fleet versus the stock offers. So then you just get the two things. That's kind of cool. Yes, I do. Now, I'm disappointed that I didn't get to drive it immediately, so now I have to do some weird shuffling around of things. Garage manager, I guess. So... I need to instead choose which thing I want, so I want to drive this now instead. Go drive it. Oh, I have to... That's why, it's because I've started delivery. Okay. I did not realize that made a difference. There we go. Drive it, please. Reassign your Volvo to Helena and drive the Western Star. Sure. But now I'm going to be back in Flagstaff again, aren't I? Yes. So now I have to quick travel back to Bozeman. They do not make it easy, that's for sure. Like, why can you not just drive a new truck when you're on a job? I don't understand why that makes any difference whatsoever. Okay, well, we need to adjust our seat for a start. Because 68 degree, yeah, nah. Let's pull that way back, thank you very much. Something around here seems decent. So we'll make it wider, and then we'll sit further forwards a bit to compensate. But that way you just have a nice wider angle. Got that slightly down. That's probably about right. I don't think that makes any particular difference. Sure, that's all good, I think. Let's give this a go. Fancy displays. And now we want to look for a new... Missoula bothers me because it's one I have visited, but I didn't technically do a delivery to. So I think I'll do that. And it's a nice, mostly motorway run to acquaint ourselves with the new truck. So, Bozeman, Missoula.
You've got the contract, now go.
I was also going to play with my controls briefly, because I want the steering axis to be the RX axis, and then the steering, RX, and then look left, right, X, look up, down, Y. So this is now for that. And then I have steering on this one. Terrain surface vibration I want. Oh no, terrain surface is fine, bumps vibration I want down. Okay. I'm curious to see how that works. I mean, it'll definitely take me a lot of getting used to. That means that keys and buttons I should swap. The camera should now be left stick, because that's the one I'm using to look around. trailer should be the right stick, because that's the one that I'm using to move. It'll certainly take me a lot of getting used to.
And then turn left.
But now I can practically just drive one-handed. Left-handed is kind of just for stability.
Turn left.
And for doing, like, the lights.
Get ready to turn left.
Nice big display on the front there in terms of
Turn
the
left.
speed and everything. Fuel consumption's on there as a live tracker, which is nice. I assume I can still probably swap
Here we
between the various
Kind of on
modes. Kind of. It's a bit on the left anyway. It's a case of where the like cruise controllers. Oh, that looks like that one. It's the cruise control. Okay. For a long wheelbase, this is actually handling quite nice, which is good. I mean, as you'd hope. Yeah, this is where I'm going to get tripped up, where I'm not used to using this to look around. I'm used to using the right to look.
Get on with it.
But it means that I can be driving along, I can be turning, and I can take a drink. I still can't brake while I'm taking a drink, but who needs to brake anyway? That's a rarity, especially on the open road.
Turn right. Get ready to turn
This
left.
means my right hand is just going to get a lot more use, which might
Turn
not be
left.
the greatest thing in the world for my wrist health, but we'll see how it goes.
Right. And then turn right.
It might be something we just try for a bit and then
Turn right.
swap back. I nudged the trailer, so then he just stops in the middle of nowhere. Come on, just keep moving. Can you ever remember what the foghorn key is? Or air horn, rather. I don't actually have one fitted, I don't think so that would do it. Now I need to be careful I don't accidentally hit the right stick to detach the trailer when I'm moving. I don't think it'll let me, but... looking good. That truck is almost as long as that trailer. But it looks good, it handles cleanly. I'm enjoying it so far. There's only like a couple of options in terms of gearboxes, but I think that's fine. Don't need too many. The 600 horsepower engine pulls nice and cleanly at least. I'm just really impatient for the day that they introduce a new truck that actually has a more powerful engine than the old Peterbilts and stuff do. But on the other hand, it's kind of nice just having a staple that you can always rely on. If nothing else, what that would then force is for all speedruns to pretty much be done on the latest version, which would be awkward because you lose a lot of map changes. That would be an interesting balancing act. Maybe it wouldn't be worth it, you know. It might still be worth having the old map versus the new truck. Pretty steady route. Going all the way through Butte, out the other side. Just heading back through. Take about 10 minutes or so. Good test drive for the Western Star. It's always a fun challenge to try and drive on an angle like this with the camera on a sideways angle and still doing some clean corners, especially since there was a car on my inside for half of that. 1 second. Now let's see if we can save this cornering. Yeah, there we go. Right, let's try and finish this off. This might be the last delivery for... I've got to pull in for inspection now. Of course. Might be the last one before we break for lunch. We'll see how we go. If we get one to Thompson Falls or something, then that would be really handy. We might do that one, but that's a long shot, I feel.
Okay.
No. See, this is the problem with me changing controls. It'll take me a bit of getting used to the fact that I've swapped things around. I didn't actually take any damage though, apparently. So that's handy. Seems those dividers don't really do anything, so that's good.
Keep left.
Cruise control again. Yeah, it does mean that I can steer and use the keyboard and stuff too, which is quite nice without having to worry about anything. Though, to be fair, I used to do that anyway by just holding left and using my right to do the keyboard, so I guess it doesn't matter. But I could just put my drink on the right hand side instead, so I'm not having to reach across. Need to do a rest stop after this one anyway, looks like, so probably getting close to calling it time. Making some decent progress though. I think we're up to, this should be 7 out of the 12 that we need to do for the personal goal, which is quite good. And we can always check the freight market and see if there's just a normal job that would take us to somewhere like Thompson Falls to then take a delivery from, in order to tick that one off as well. Nice drive through this valley again, at least. Don't know what it is, it just always feels really unnatural driving like this instead of looking from the other side. I wonder if it's like a right hand, left hand, side of brain sort of thing. Yeah, we'll get some mental exercise. I mean, technically this is the side that I should be looking from more, because if I stay close to the right-hand line, then, you know, I'm staying as right as I practically can, which is good practice, so... Blackfoot River again. We've got a railway bridge there. Big truck stop down there. Oh, and here's Van Buren Street again, that's right. Maybe we should find Pretzel's trance channel instead. Nice big roundabouts down there on the bottom of the off-ramps, that's quite nice. Makes a change from the cramped T intersections that you otherwise get sometimes, or crossroads. Let me find a good seating position for my shoulder. My right shoulder keeps getting aggravated. No, it's this time we actually descend into Missoula and make the delivery. It's one of those annoying ones where I just drove through it, but it counted as exploring it, and it always annoys me when it does that, and I haven't actually made a delivery there, because then I'll think that I have, because it doesn't keep track otherwise. I do only need to do 12 of the 15 total towns in Montana, at least, for the personal goal, but I personally would like to do all of them.
Get ready to turn left.
I mean, I want to visit all of them regardless, so... No, wrong. Okay. Let's just brake suddenly. I think I'm just going to have to change my control scheme back. This is too confusing to not be using the left stick for turning. It's fine sometimes, but then it's just when I'm relying on instinct, I get it wrong. And that's not ideal. It's just a little bit more intuitive, I feel, when it was left to turn and right to look. I don't know, it's probably just one of those things that's just so deep-seated from
Keep right, and then turn right.
various other controller games over the years. And the fact that when I've been playing this one as well, I've just been
Turn right.
doing that so long. I'm trying to remember how I used to play FPSs, which was look and which was move.
Go straight.
So I had a feeling in those I usually did left to look and right to move, but maybe it was the opposite. It's been a while since I've
Turn right.
played any, so I honestly can't remember. It's like my brain is disconnected.
Finally, we are here.
Okay, in we go. Yeah, and immediately I'm trying to do the wrong way. I think for the sake of this parking job and everyone involved, let's go back to what I was doing. Let's go back to steering axis being this axis. And the look around axis being this axis. And therefore the buttons as well, let's swap back those as well. Let's have interior camera being this, and the trailer being this. Okay. We experimented. Part of experimentation is sometimes things don't work out positively. That's fine. Why are you... Destination, Missoula, 18 wheels. Yes, I'm here. Why the GPS is still showing up weirdly? Whatever. I'm pretty sure... Oh, completely the wrong angle there. Is there just a little bit of articulation to this trailer or something? Or is it just that the truck is... I think the truck is much wider than I thought it was. Yeah, so it makes the angle looking back on the mirrors very deceptive, because the truck is actually very wide compared to the trailer I'm carrying. That's interesting. Oh, I thought it was the next one over. Let's see if we can correct. Almost. Yes. Nice, okay. Yeah, I think I'll stick with my old control scheme. It's a lot more intuitive. Nice, 7 out of 12. There we go. That's what we wanted to see.